Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School, Taif, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Dear students, as you know that this is Pakistan International School, Taif, virtual class for class 10 student, subject computer science, and today is our fifth lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmad. Before starting the new lecture, I gave you the assignment in the previous lecture and homework. I hope you also have tried to solve, but over here we will discuss that thing. Excuse me. Assignment was find the largest of three numbers, three unequal number. I give over here the question is find the largest of three unequal number. I gave you the assignment and homework that find the smallest of three number. I gave you the clue in the previous lecture. So now you will have to solve this one. If I change this symbol greater than, if I change this symbol, I will write this condition like this one. If A is over here, watch over here, it is written if A is greater than B and B is greater than C, then largest is A. But if I will change this one, if A is less than B and A is less than C, then instead of largest, I will write smallest. Smallest is A. Rest, all the steps are same. Rest, all the steps are same. Over here, we will have to change three unequal numbers. It will be the same. Require output, the smallest of three numbers. Same processing is also same. Step one, same. Step two, over here, you will change this symbol. If A is greater than B, you will put A. If A is less than B and A is less than C, then smallest is A. Otherwise, rest the steps are same. Similarly, step four also check if the B is, it is same. And also you will change this condition. Now over here, this condition will be if B is less than A and B is less than C, then the smallest is B. Otherwise, so step seven, we will write output largest and smallest is step six will be smallest. So it means that if I change this symbol greater than to smallest, so I can find easily what? I can find easily smallest of three numbers. So it was very, very easy. If you have done, then check your answer according to this one, replace this one greater than to smaller than. So your answer will be correct. Rest all steps are same. Where the word largest is written, you will write the smallest word. Okay, this was the your assignment and homework. I hope you have solved, and now check your answer if you have done correctly. So it's okay. If you did wrong, then replace this one. Next assignment was find acceleration of moving object of given mass and force. I gave you the flow chart on this one. Yesterday I didn't tell you. So I hope you will have to try it yourself, but today we will solve this one and I will show you the figures and diagrams of flow chart. This is the flow chart of question number 2. So I tell you the question problem number 2, let it go. And this is the watch here flow chart for the problem number 3. Flow chart to find the acceleration of a moving object given mass and the force applied. So over here, as usual in the flow chart, our first symbol is start. Then we have to take input. What we have to take input? Force and mass. If we have know the force and mass, we can calculate the acceleration. Then this arrow shows that the direction of flow chart. So acceleration is equal to force divided by mass. So again, now acceleration is known. When I divide the force divided by mass, I can find easily acceleration. So my output will be acceleration. This is our output. And our last step is stop. Watch over here and watch in the previous lecture, previous week lecture, I make the same flowchart like this one. Next question, I gave you the same flowchart for flowchart to input the length of one side of cube and prints its volume. So the formula, if you know, you can find the volume of a cube. Similarly, in the previous, we did the same. All the things are same flowchart. Nothing is more than that one. Start, then input. Input, we have done the input length. So you will assign, you can also assign the value, let's say L is equal to 5. So next, V is equal to, this one is the input symbol. Keep in mind the symbols in the flowchart. This is flowchart symbol. This is parallelogram is input symbol, and rectangle is for processing symbol. Rectangle is for processing symbol. So V is equal to length multiply by length multiply by length. You can write this one length multiply by length multiply by length, or you can write like this one L cube. So both are correct. So you can write both of them. Okay, when we will have find the in the processing symbol volume, then output, we will show the output and output input, and output symbols are same. I will use the output symbol in the parallelogram. So output volume. And the last step, same as start symbol, and our last step should be the same, which is stop. Okay, next. In the previous lecture, we have stopped over here. Problem number 4, find the volume of a cube. Today, our lecture about the algorithm, find area of triangle when the lengths of height and base are given. It means that if you have length of height and if you have the base, then you can find the area of triangle. But one thing must be known, you must know the formula to find the area of triangle. So area of triangle is equal to, find area of triangle is equal to length into height divided by 2, whole divided by 2. We will discuss in the formula also. First step means where we have start the algorithm, planning the solution. In the planning, input is height and base of triangle. If we have known the height and the base of triangle, we can find easily area of triangle. Next, required output. What is the required output? Obviously, area of triangle is unknown, so we will have to find area of triangle. Next step, processing. What is the processing in this? If it means that formula I can apply over here, multiply height with base and divide by 2. So this is our processing part. This is our processing part. So this was our planning the solution. Now comes to the algorithm. As usual, we start the algorithm with the start. So first step is start. Let the height is h be 10. So I give the height h is equal to 10 and base b is be 15. So value of height is 10 and value of base or b is 15. So what we'll have to find now, I can find the area of triangle, calculate the area, and we are denoting area by A. So A is equal to B multiply by steric symbol shows that multiplication. B multiply by H. It means that base into height whole divided by. Watch over here. If I not put the whole divided by, it means that you are divided by H by 2. So whole divided by 2. Now in this way, we can find the area of triangle. Next step, our next step is step 3, output A. In the previous step, we have to find the area of triangle, and in the third step, we have to show the area of triangle. And step 4 is stop. Stop means our algorithm is finished. Our algorithm is finished over here. So this was the algorithm. So all the flowcharts of these algorithms are present. So why the flowchart topics, I will give you another one assignment in the end of the lecture. So be careful. Now, this is the very important in programming sense. In the programming sense. In the chapter 3, we will also make this program. Watch over here, the table you are watching on the screen. In the chapter number 3, we will make the program on this criteria. Over here, we will have to draw the algorithm. Read marks M and print letter grade according to the following scheme. Watch in the examination, if any student got the percentage between this one, let's 80 above and 100 below, its grade is A1 or A plus, you are saying A plus. If he obtained the marks between this range, limit, watch here, 70 above and less than 80. So its grade, his grade is, his or her grade is A. Next criteria, next condition, if M is greater than or equal to 60 and M is less than 70, so his grade or her grade should be B. So this is the criteria. Obviously, you have known that how a student can be fail if M marks, M representing the marks, if his or her marks is greater than 0 and less than 33, so he or she is failed in the examination. So you will have to draw this program or this algorithm, not a program. We will make the program in the next chapter number 3. So over here, we will make the algorithm for this one. Planning the solution. First of all, already if you have the marks, then you can calculate the grade of any student. Before marks, if you don't have the marks, so you cannot calculate the grades. So input marks, required output. Required output is what? Letter grade. Grade means A, you have achieved the A grade, A plus grade, B, C, whatever. Processing. In the processing part is little bit interesting. Check in which range. So range is this one. So you will compare this range. If you have input the marks in this range, obviously if you have put the marks or obtained the marks in this range, then grade is C up to so on. So this is our processing part. Now we have to start the algorithm. In the step 1, start. Let the marks be M. Let the marks be M. So step 2, compare the marks with that criteria. If M is greater than or equal, this is show that or equal to. If M is greater than or equal to 80, then what happened? Then print obviously grade A1. Otherwise, go to step 4. Check the step 4, compare the marks. No, I say, let's say I give the marks, for example, 66. Now I am checking a student getting the 66 marks in the examination. Now he we are checking in which grade he is lying. So for the 66, this condition is true or false? Obviously false. Now next step, go to step number 4. Compare the next one. If marks is greater than or equal to 70, then print grade A. Otherwise, go to step 6. Compare the marks. So our marks is 66. If marks is greater than 60, now in this condition, this is true. When this condition becomes true, then print grade B. So this grade will be displayed. Otherwise, if it is marks is 70 above, otherwise go to step 8. Step 8 is for the below student. So one by one, all the conditions will be checked. One by one, all the condition will be checked. For this one here, this is the last step. If for failure student, grade A, otherwise grade A. And last step will be stop. This is our last step. Watch over here. In this algorithm we have used, in the previous one algorithm we have used greater than, less than, like this thing. So these are used in the flowchart as a diamond shape in the flowchart. This greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, and equal to. There are 6 comparison operators. Comparison means when we compare two values from each other, then we will say these are the comparison operator or relational operator. In the C language, we called it C language. Over here, you can say that this is comparison operator. So both are correct. You can use the word relational operator or comparison operator. The purpose of relational operator is to compare the two values. Watch over here. M is the first value, 70 is the second value. So we are comparing with the comparison operator. So this is, and yes, in the flow chart, you will draw for this symbol greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and not equal to. In the flow chart, you will represent with the diamond shape symbol. Which symbol? Diamond shape symbol. I hope you understand today's topic. Inshallah, tomorrow we will next topic. We'll do the next topic, and also we will start the exercise question answer with that one. So till take care of yourself. Oh, assignment and homework is missing. Now the any assignment which is not present in the chapter number 1, I am going to giving to you. Let very easily, if you understand this topic, you can make this topic not related with this one. In the previous topic, let this one and this one. If you understand this topic, or so find, question is write an algorithm and make a flow chart to find or addition of two numbers. I am repeating. You have two numbers, or make the flowchart and algorithm on the addition of two numbers. So first you will draw the flow algorithm on two numbers, and secondly you will have to draw the flowchart of two numbers of what? Addition. I say the word addition. Make algorithm, write the algorithm and make the flowchart on the addition of two numbers. So this is not present in the chapter number 1, but this is your assignment. You must do and submit it to me. Inshallah, we will start the next topic tomorrow. Till take care of yourself. Pray for me, pray for all Muslim. Allah Hafiz.